A joint fighter jet development project between South Korea and Indonesia, widely known as the KAFX, a Korean fighter experimental aircraft project, has a great potential in the Southeast Asian market with its low price. The KFX fighter jet is a 4.5 generation fighter jet whose stealth technologies fall behind those of 5th generation fighters like the U.S. F-35s or F-22s. The KFX, however, has a great price advantage with 65% of its parts localized. The project is going smoothly, an official with the Korean aerospace industries said Tuesday, during a presentation of the project review for reporters visiting the company headquarters in Sachin, South Gyeongsang Province. The South Korean government contracted the KAI in December 2015 to complete the development of KFX by 2028. If successfully developed, the KFX would be a platform targeting the Southeast Asian markets, industry watchers say, as the operating expenses for a KFX jet are around half of those of the U.S. F-35A. The KFX project is the biggest project since the foundation of the South Korean military, with its total budget being about $8.8 trillion, $17.56 billion. The South Korean and Indonesian governments cover 60% and 20% of the budget, respectively, while South Korean defense companies make 20% of contribution. The 14-year project that began in 2015 is divided into two phases, with the systems development for the basic flight performance and air-to-air combat capability to be completed by 2026, followed by additional armaments for air-to-surface combat capabilities by 2028. With the critical design review for the KFX conducted September this year, following the preliminary design review in June 2018, the first KFX fighter jet prototype is set to be rolled out in the first half of 2021. The first test flight will be conducted a year later. After 2,100 test flights set to be completed by the first half of 2026, the KAI will produce 6 of the first KFX fighter jets that year. The South Korean government unveiled a full-sized mock-up of the KAFX during the International Aerospace and Defense Exhibition ADEX, the country's biennial defense exhibition held October 15 to 20. The KFX jet is 11.2 meters wide and 16.9 meters long, with the height being 4.6 meters. As a twin-engine aircraft deploying stealth technologies, the KFX fighter's look is similar to that of the U.S. F-22 Raptor. Each engine of a KFX develops a maximum thrust of 22,000 pounds, with the aircraft's total maximum thrust being 44,000 pounds. The jet has a max takeoff weight of 25,600 kilograms and can fly as fast as Mach 1.8. It has a cruising distance of 2,900 kilometers. Its maximum payload of 7,700 kilograms, in particular, enables multiple weapons to be armed in its 10 pods for missiles and fuel barrels. For missiles loaded in the KFX fighter jet, the project has also engaged the European market. The South Korean government had initially negotiated with the U.S. side to load U.S. air-to-air missiles such as AIM-120C advanced medium-range missiles called AMRAAM or AIM-9X Sidewinder. But the U.S. government said it could not offer the armament technologies before South Korea rolls out the first KFX jet prototype. The South Korean government, accordingly, decided to integrate missiles produced in Europe. They include Germany's Iris-T short-range guided air-to-air missiles to be mounted on respective wingtip launchers, the UK's Meteor long-range air-to-air missiles. The KFX jet would deploy domestic missiles for air-to-surface combat, including the Korean Blue 109 LJDAM Laser Joint Direct Attack Munition (KGGB) Korea GPS-guided bomb and the country's own air-launched long-range bunker-buster cruise missile developed by LigNex-1, modeled after the Taurus KEPD-350 long-range precision-guided cruise missile. Core equipment of the KFX jet have been developed with domestic technologies, including AESA active electronically scanned arrays, radar, IRST infrared search and track equipment, OTGP electro-optical target tracking devices and EW electronic warfare suite. The deployment of AESA in the fighter jet, in particular, is the first such attempt by the South Korean military, which has been using it for its domestic medium-range surface-to-air Chunggung missile and search radar for the Navy's next-generation frigate.